fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
It's a touchdown.
I don't know this new shit, but yeah.
This defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch gained at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
At the 49-yard line.
Yo, fucking crazy.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle.
That's cool.
Brought him a little extra space.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Shot,
it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the stop Here will come at the 38-yard
He's the smallest
line. 6 yards to pick up, and
I
that's
had
a
the smallest
first down.
nigga.
So you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
No way
I'm with
Ben
you on
Simmons
that
can
one, and
shoot.
what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator,
Whoa.
let's run the
You can
football,
pull that
let's
shit.
get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside.
You definitely have boards in this
but
game.
not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Ben Simmons? Fuck out of here. We got those coming.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
They're weird. Some of these fancy.
Caught by Cup. He's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Let's beat this
Another nice
fuck out,
gain,
man.
16 yards there and a first down again.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, I thought he was going
It's
to
intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just
Yeah,
saw,
boom,
that's a
done.
great example of a team
Bitch
that was
ass on
really
here,
amped
boom,
up.
done.
They've been playing so well.
Bro,
Yeah,
he's
they didn't
really
get
trying to
overexcited
do
and
me
have a
dirty.
bust on defense and gave
Bro, I
up a
don't
big
believe
play
Ben
instead.
Simmons
They created
goes
their own
to
big
shoot.
play with
Like,
a pick
that's some
six.
bullshit.
This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good.
Yeah.
Brandon McManus set to kick
Yeah,
off.
even if
So
you
they'll
want
get
to try,
another
you can try
shot on offense
38
following
days.
that
Like,
pick
you can switch
six.
the base
And
up.
now the kick is away.
But, like, I'm dead ass. I've seen this cheat.
Gain at the 25-yard line.
You wanna
The Rams
hear
take
a
over
story?
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Whoa, twerking.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick
Oh, why are
six.
we working
Nice
like
pass
that?
one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the
I don't
football
appreciate the
on this
fucking
So
position.
the last one, it didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20. Rams, nothing.
How much does that nigga weigh? Like
This
200?
offense finding its legs now. Here's
Oh
another
yeah,
first and
he's
10.
husky. That's how much I weigh in
Out of the
real life,
gun,
nigga.
they look to throw.
He's husky.
Top for Cup. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think so,
However,
could be
we do
tackled.
have a
That's
flag
nice.
down. Let's check in with our referee.
I got the demon dignity.
Yeah.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back
Yeah, you
into
definitely
this
should put your
football
meter
game.
on.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he is into the end zone.
Yeah, 'cause you're guessing
Touchdown, Los
right now.
Angeles. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Bro, he shouldn't be allowed to shoot this well. He can't jump.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler.
Yeah, I didn't know you didn't use your jump shot anymore. I would have taken you
really nice job there by the defense.
God, you see him
not allowing
fucking
him to
trying to
get to
fuck
the
me.
perimeter. But that means your
trying to fucking
defensive
fuck me.
ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they
So
also
now
have
they
to
get
have
the
interest in the
ones
running
for those
game as
and
well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and
I'm
not
not
giving
even
ground.
scared, bro.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alright, deep threes? Like, come on, yeah, Ben Simmons me.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football.
Ooh.
How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Yes, sir. No, you're gonna get it. You're 7 fucking 8.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You see me fucking, you dick. Oh, like that, and right back there. Oh my gosh, and right back.
From the gun, it's
That hurt. I didn't want that to happen. It's alright, I'm gonna try harder.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep
Ooh, that's
two
the
eyes on
open
the
shot.
football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends,
It's
you would
okay.
think can absorb that contact.
I know you didn't have your jump shot video on. I definitely advised that shit. Oh my god,
pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Rams
Yeah, it's
will go on
cool.
offense here
We can get it
for the
right.
1st and 10.
40-yard line.
Oh fuck, he wanted me to do that shit. Okay, I'm here. Oh my god, good board. Big baby. You see him jumping? You see him? He's jumping. Big baby, do you see him jumping?
Momentum started to
Yes,
shift
sir.
a little bit when they scored the touchdown.
This is a great team. We just gotta get you jump shot
Definitely
video.
in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high, so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Some of the fans here don't seem too
I
happy
would
about
hit
what
the
we've
body
seen in
shooter
this
just
first
because
half.
I
No,
caught
not at
that
all, and I
ball.
understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. There's the ball from the right side and complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's
You gonna put
already
your
up over
what you call
100
them?
yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's tricky.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
You didn't make this look disgusting.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Callahan. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
Okay. Oh, bro, that's one of my friends. What the fuck?
Second season, he has to start ironing out some of these
Yo,
mistakes,
I'm
though,
dead,
because
bro.
now
3-level score.
his head coach,
Bro,
his
I'm not gonna
offensive
make these
coaches,
niggas
they have to evaluate whether you keep
Yeah,
playing
that's
it
so
and go
funny.
through it, or you start thinking about not going to his backup.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out
I'm
of
about
it.
to go to game chat.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
That was his safety, Taylor Rapp, right there on the coverage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Kamara now to return. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
That was so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
The 21-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams were able to get back within a touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the 1st half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Locke. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by David Moore. He's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Going up top for Cup. And that one almost intercepted. 4-2 loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too. Defensively, we always know that he is tough with run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Another 3 and out.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
23.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
3rd and 10 at the 22-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Rams, first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Akers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have tied the game with the extra point to come. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Rams 24. Diablos 23.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Locke working out of the gun. And Stills over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
First down.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Terrell Burgess.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. That's going to be caught by Judy. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. Backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They all understand that even after that loss on 1st down, they've got a field goal attempt in their back pocket. But here on 2nd and goal, this is the time you take your shot at the end zone, I believe. Go ahead and go for the big shot right now, knowing you can always come back and kick a field goal on 4th down if you can't advance.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option. There's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. But plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
McManus able to put it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Downfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And outbounds right around the 20. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Down and 5.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Sam Sloman for the Rams field goal.
And his kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have perfect. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
For the extra point.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
A.J. Hamler on the return. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon. afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up around the 37. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
And they will take a knee here.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee.
Today's final score.
So the LA Rams with a victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for LA, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah, when I hit that, cause I ain't like it, okay, yeah, when I hit that, okay, yeah, when I hit that, yeah, Stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing. Ooh, only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my coupe. Only winning is exception on my coupe. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay,